Greetings, Earthlings! Today I'm back with a review of a budget shotgun microphone. So today we're looking at this guy, the Audio-Technica ATR-6550. If you do want to pick this microphone kit up, it will set you back around $70. Like always, I'll throw some links down below. And for this review, I have the microphone connected to a Rode VXLR Plus, which is an XLR to 3.5mm adapter. That is then connected to the Focusrite 18i 22nd Gen, no 48 volts phantom power turned on, and the gain set just shy of 100%. I of course will not do any kind of post-processing, but I may boost it in post, so check the doobly-doo to see what I diddly did. And don't get your panties in a bunch if this setup doesn't match yours. A little bit later, I am going to be testing this microphone on a plethora of different devices. But in the meantime, let's talk about what comes in the box. I hate this thing. You of course will get the microphone, which unfortunately has a permanently attached cable. You'll get two mounting options, one for the camera mount on top of your camera, and a second with a 5/8" threading, or maybe so you can hand hold it. You'll get a foam windscreen, a single AA battery, and some documentation as well as a lifetime warranty for the original purchaser. Next up, as far as the build quality, the microphone is perfectly mediocre, nothing outstanding, and nothing really egregious. The microphone does have an all-metal construction, but it doesn't feel like the highest quality metal, and it is a little bit on the light side, coming in at 113 grams. You will find a three-way switch on the side to switch it between off, normal, and tele. Normal being the mode for close or mid-range miking, and tele being for long-range miking. If you unscrew the bottom of the microphone, you'll find the battery compartment, which takes a single AA battery, and then we have the permanently attached cable, which is relatively short. It does have a coil, so it can extend up to 1 meter, but it really doesn't want to do that. It wants to stay relatively short, and that cable terminates into a 3.5mm TRS plug. Then, as far as the specs, this microphone has a super cardioid polar pattern, or a cardioid polar pattern, depending on if you are using the tele or the normal mode, a frequency response of 70 Hz to 18 kHz, a sensitivity of -56 decibels on the normal mode or -45 decibels on the tele mode, an impedance of 1000 ohms on the normal mode or 2200 ohms on the tele mode, and the microphone does require a AA battery to power it at all times. You cannot take that out and bypass it by running plug-in power through an adapter or through your camera or an interface. Now I am on the tele mode of the microphone, and I do not have the provided foam windscreen attached, and this is how the audio is sounding. And now I have attached the provided foam windscreen at the exact same distance with the exact same gain settings, and this is how the audio compares. Now let's go ahead and do a very quick comparison between the two different modes on this microphone. Right now I am speaking into the mic on the tele mode just a couple inches off, and this is how the audio is sounding. And now I've switched to the normal mode, and I have increased the gain on the 18i 20 to 100%. And this is how the audio is sounding. Why is the microphone screaming? What? Now I am spinning around the ATR-6550 to show you what the off-axis rejection and coloration is. We will continue around the microphone to 180 degrees, continue around the microphone to the second 90-degree angle, and then we will rotate and end at the front. And I also want to move off axis on the tele mode to show you how forgiving it is with the polar pattern, to show you if you need to remain directly on the microphone or if you have a little bit of leeway to move to the left and the right. Now I'm right on top of the microphone to show you the proximity effect of this thing. About 3 inches off of the microphone, 1 foot away from the microphone, 2 feet away from the microphone, and about 4 feet away from the microphone. Now I am typing on a keyboard with Cherry MX Blues to see how much of my voice versus how much of the keyboard it picks up. And for the elite gamers, now I am typing on the DAWs keys. Now let's jump to some tests and comparisons of this microphone connected to a bunch of different devices. Okay, so right now I'm about 3 feet away from the Canon 70D, and I am recording this audio with the camera's internal microphones. The camera's gain setting is just at about 50%, and this is how the audio is sounding. Now I've placed the ATR-6550 in the hot shoe mount on top of the camera, so I am still about 3 feet away. The gain is set at around 50%, and this is how the audio compares. Although I should note that you probably hear a lot of hiss right now because Canon's internal microphone pre's are absolute trash. And now you can see that the microphone is just in frame, about 1 foot away from my mouth, still on the Tele mode. I have attached it to the 5/8" mount, and that mount is attached to a boom arm, and the microphone is still attached to the camera with the gain set at around 50%, and this is how it compares when the microphone is a lot closer. Now the microphone is still about 1 foot away from my mouth on the Tele mode, but I have connected it to a Sabrent USB sound card, which is then connected to my Mac, and the input level is set to 75%, and this is how the audio sounds. Now to see how this microphone would perform if we connected it to a device with a decent preamp, I have connected it to the Zoom H1. My input level is set at around 80 on this device, and this is how the audio is sounding. And now, just to get a little bit wacky, I am still about 1 foot away from the microphone on the Tele mode, but I have connected the mic to the Rode VXLR Plus. That adapter is then connected to the Focusrite 18i20. My gain is set just shy of 100%, and this is how the audio is sounding. Now I also wanted to throw in this very quick sample to show you that you are able to get pretty decent sounding shotgun microphones for cheap. This microphone right here is a Tonor shotgun microphone, which I don't think is sold anymore, but I got this for $30. It is an XLR shotgun microphone. It is also battery powered, and I have this connected directly to my Focusrite with my gain set just at about 3 o'clock. And listen to how much better this sounds. It sounds so much fuller, and listen to the noise floor. It is just so much better than the noise floor of the ATR-6550, and in my opinion, so much better sounding, and I just wanted to provide you a point of comparison for that with a microphone that's half the cost. Well, this microphone's a complete waste of money. I'm going to leave my AC on in the background, and I bet you wouldn't even notice because the noise floor is so high. First up, in terms of pros, it comes with a lifetime warranty for the original purchaser. That's it. And then in terms of cons, the microphone has one of the highest self noises that I have heard on any microphone. We have an insanely short permanently attached cable, and the output of this microphone is just way too quiet. Then as far as my overall thoughts, I don't think this microphone is really usable in any situation with any gear under any circumstances. And to wrap up, would I recommend this microphone? Get ready for a shocker. No, I wouldn't. I would not recommend this to anybody under any circumstance. There are so many more microphones out there at a slightly higher or even sometimes at a slightly lower price point that would outperform this microphone in terms of noise floor, sensitivity, and tone, just all around sounding better. So no, I would not recommend this microphone to anybody. Alright, with that downer out of the way, that is going to do it. So if you found this video fun, interesting, or helpful, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you hated it, give me a big ol' thumbs down. Want more videos? Subscribe by clicking that logo down beneath me. If you want to support the channel and be one of these awesome people, that is a $5 tier. Just click that join button, and I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for listening. Bye.